The reason why I chose the Kangaroo Zak over all of the other products that are out there to facilitate kangaroo care was that I found that this particular product consistently and reliably afforded the level of security and safety and comfort that I really wanted to be able to recommend to the clients that I was working with. So for example, the fabric that is used for the Kangaroo Zak, it's nice, it's soft, it's breathable, but it doesn't lose its stretch, it doesn't get all wobbly and everything. And that's the same feature that all of the nurses loved. And when I first introduced this product over in Portugal, they'd never seen it before. The first thing, because we're nurses, right? You start touching it, you start feeling it, and it is so soft. And it's expandable. I like that it had two sizes, and they did too, because it doesn't make you feel like, if you are a larger person or if you're a smaller person, that you're on some kind of, extreme wings of, the size categories, that there are two sizes, and then within those two sizes, you could accommodate a range of different body types, which I think, moms are really vulnerable, right? When you're having a baby, and your breasts are large and you're not really feeling on top of your game. But this, it makes you feel really nice and smooth. We did have one mom make a comment that she really did like how it felt next to her. She felt that the term she used was skin, and that it felt like a second skin to her, which was really, really nice, Some of the other resources that are available don't offer that level of emphasis on quality of comfort, but the nurses loved the safety features that, you can zip down in any moment, and one of the aspects of the competency was wearing the Zak in the proper orientation, right? For both parents and clinicians, that the expectation was that the zipper would always be on this side, so that when you give people instructions, then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. There's one. If I just handed something to you and you put it on any old way, but that was part of the competency because it factored into the safety parameters that we were trying to ensure were going to happen when people kangaroo care. The other thing too is, we wanted to make sure that moms, and even now, doing the kangaroo care, you'll see that moms in Portugal will still wear their bra, they'll still have some undergarments on. It's important for us to respect their modesty, and some of the other resources out there really don't have a focus on this, but the other thing that I liked is that the material, it stretches, but it's not transparent, so I can feel comfortable, I can feel, modest, protect my own modesty with this particular device. So that was really another important feature. Moms, after they've had a baby, you're hot and you're cold, you're all over the place. That's what we like, that the fabric breathed. And all of the clinicians, when they tried it on, nobody got naked, everybody put it on over their scrubs or over their, but even that, putting something on over clothing that you already had, you didn't get overheated with it, And we had these folks do it a couple of times because it was really about making sure that they were doing it the right way every single time. So those were really the key elements why I chose this particular product over what else was available in the market. I just feel it's quintessential. It meets all of those important parameters that address the clinicians' priorities, but also are responsive to the parents. Even dads, dads need a degree of modesty too. Not everybody wants to be out there, and so I like that it was unisex, you wouldn't feel like a girl wearing this, you just felt like, what a great resource so that I can do the best kind of care for my baby in that moment.
How important was it that the parents can use them by themselves and they didn't need a nurse there?
So this was really cool, and one of the hospitals was actually monitoring the level of independence that parents could achieve following the competency training. So when we did the training for the parents, for the first time that they were going to do the standing transfer using the device, they needed to have a clinician present. Mostly because the clinicians wanted to make sure that they felt comfortable, and we wanted to make sure the parents felt comfortable. But in the documentation record, this was on one of the NICUs, we actually had a column. The goal was to transition to fully independent kangaroo care provision from the parents in the standing transfer, and our goal was, we had actually moved, I hope I'm not jumping around, but we had actually moved from the most frequently occurring method for transfer was the seated transfer, and we saw a complete shift on the graphs that the most preferred method for transfer was the standing transfer, and what we were seeing this being performed more independently by parents, because again, again, you feel confident with this device on. It offers that level of security that when your baby is there, they're not going anywhere. You know, you don't have to worry about being an octopus and trying to make sure that everything else is there and this is folded and all this other kind of stuff. They're there. You know, and that was really an important feature. I mean, for all of the hospitals, but it was nice that one hospital was actually capturing that transition to full independent transfer by the parent.